Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you back to junior high basketball here for exclusive coverage of the IESA Girls State Basketball Championships on Central Illinois Sports. We are live from Normal Parkside Junior High School, where we are getting ready for the 8th grade Class 4A state championship game between the Dunlap Panthers and the Mount Zion Braves. Brian Shoemaker bringing you all the play-by-play coverage here tonight from Parkside in what we expect to be a very fun, very up-tempo, exciting basketball game here to cap off girls basketball for the 2023 season here in the land of Lincoln. You're watching our pregame show when we come back after a couple of minutes of breaks from the wonderful sponsors who help bring us basketball here all season long on our platform. We'll start getting you ready for the state championship game and tell you how these two teams got here. It's the pregame show from Normal Parkside, live on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
We welcome you back here live to the pregame show of our IESA 8th grade Class 4A Girls State Championship game. It's Dunlap taking on Mount Zion as we get you ready and tell you about the two teams participating in the final game of the season here at Normal Parkside. First, let's tell you about the team showing on your screen right now, the Mount Zion Braves. Jeff Shoemate at the helm for this team, a record of 26 wins against 3 losses here on the campaign. This team allows only 12.5 points a game. And once you see them in action, you're going to understand why. This team is tenacious in full court and three-quarter court pressure. They have caused a lot of turnovers in 2 games here last Saturday in the quarterfinal and semifinal rounds. They scored 34.8. Most of those come in the hands of Gabby Wisher and Maddie Austin. Gabby Wisher has 34 points in 2 games here in the tournament. Maddie Austin in the backcourt has 23. They also chip in with some points from Ruby Baker and Kimora Barsima up in the front court. You'll also expect to see Ellie Jenkins doing some of the ball handling duties here tonight for the Braves. As Jeff Shoemate digs into the bench a little bit, you'll see players like Lucy Cohen along with Adrian Parker, Ellie Jones, and more come in for this team. This is a team that defeated Stephen Decatur and Taylorville Junior High to win the regional, and then defeated Chatham Glenwood by a score of 37-21 to punch their ticket here to Normal Parkside. In the state tournament itself, they defeated Granite City Coolidge 43-29 in a game that was very, very up-tempo. Both teams with a lot of full court pressure. Both teams able to get past that pressure in what was a very exciting, fast-paced game, and Mount Zion eventually able to weather away on Granite City Coolidge. In the semifinal, it was their second contest of the season against Mahomet Seymour, a 36-14 winner. They defeated Mahomet Seymour earlier in the season by a very similar score, and they find their way here in the state championship tonight. This is the 8th trip to state in program history for Mount Zion. Last year, this team took home 3rd place. They defeated Lake Zurich North by a score of 34-19, and now they have an opportunity to take home the top prize in the land here in the state of Illinois, a state championship to put into their trophy case. They're going to have a tough team against it. It's going to be the Dunlap Panthers, and when we come back in a couple of minutes, we'll tell you more about the Dunlap Panthers and how they found their way here in the state championship contest. You're watching exclusive coverage of state championship basketball live on Central Illinois Sports.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Hey, grab me one too.
We welcome you back here to the pregame show from the IESA 8th grade Class 4A state championship game. It's Mount Zion taking on Dunlap here in our title contest. Let's tell you a little bit about the Dunlap Panthers and the season that they have had so far. They come into tonight's game with a record of 24 wins against 5 losses on the campaign. This is the 7th trip to state in school history for Dunlap. Last time they were here was 2007. This team allows 20.4 points per game. They score 34.5 against their opponents. This team had a little bit of a rough start to the year. They started 4-4, but they won 11 of 12 to end the regular season. They defeated Pekin Broadmoor, Pekin Edison, and Galesburg Junior High to win their regional, and defeated Normal Parkside in a sectional 34-28 to punch their ticket here to the Elite Eight to get to the state championship game. It's been a little bit of a fun weekend here last weekend for Dunlap. They defeated Lake Zurich North 37-29 in the quarterfinal, returned later in the day to defeat Bolingbrook Jane Addams by 10, 37-27. This team is led by one person, and her name is Kiara Haywood. 40 points in 2 games here for the very talented 8th grade point guard who will wear number 2 on the court here tonight. She is flanked by some very talented shooters in the name of Riley Hopwood, along with Addie Kearns, who is a forward who really is able to play on the outside as well. She battled a little bit of foul trouble here, though, last Saturday, and they're going to need those two on the floor as often as possible to help battle this press from Mount Zion that's going to be approaching them. You'll also see girls like Ava Brooks and Michaela Montano on the floor. If they have to dive into the bench, expect to see Michaela Buss coming in. And we will also maybe see a little bit of Addie Reed and Bryn Rakina if things get a little deep into the bench play here tonight for Dunlap. Nicholas Romolo, the head coach here for Dunlap, really likes to push the pace with Haywood pushing the basketball. We have not seen what this team is able to do without her on the floor. She has not really dealt with foul trouble here in the tournament, but Mount Zion might pull a little bit of pressure here on her and cause her to do some things that maybe she might be a little bit uncomfortable with here tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how these two teams react against each other here tonight. We have got a great crowd who has filed in here tonight as we show it to you on our camera. You can see most of the Dunlap fans here on the left side of your television screen. The Mount Zion crowd decked in red on the right. We've got great student sections here on hand for both teams, and it appears that the Dunlap cheerleaders are decked out and ready to cheer on their team here as well. It should be a fun one here tonight. From Normal Parkside, you are watching exclusive coverage of the IESA Girls State Basketball Championships live here on Central Illinois Sports. We're going to step away for a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the state title game here coming up in just a few minutes.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout Central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005, or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Western Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Western Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Western Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwesterngrain.com.
Teams just about ready to get out of the locker room here into their respective benches. Warm-ups are over. It is go time here from Normal Parkside here in the Class 4A state championship game. They are going to get a national anthem in and get some introductory remarks in. So we will step away for just a couple of minutes. We have wrapped up our pregame show, and we'll be back with starting lineups in our state championship contest. You're watching the 4A state championship live from Normal Parkside here on Central Illinois Sports.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Shooting is one of our favorite pastimes.
When it comes to guns and ammo, think Game Masters. They have new guns, used guns, gun safes, and gun accessories. And be sure to head over to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out our great selection.
Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more. At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. Dot Food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose Dot.
The national anthem has been played to salute our great country, and we have a full house here tonight at Normal Parkside as we introduce you to our starting lineups for tonight's state championship. First, the road team here tonight, the Mount Zion Braves. Jeff Shoemate at the helm, Andy Place and Joe Jackson alongside. Their starting five. An 8th grade guard, number 2 is Ruby Baker. At forward, an 8th grader, number 3 is Maddie Austin. At guard, an 8th grader, number 10 is Ellie Jenkins. At a forward position, an 8th grader, number 32 is Gabby Wisher. And at center, the 8th grader, number 44 is Kimura Barcima. It'll be Baker, Austin, Jenkins, Wisher, and Barcima for the Mount Zion Braves. And the opposite side, the home team on the scoreboard tonight, here will be the Dunlap Panthers. Nicholas Romolo along with Cam Miosman and Christina McNamara at the bench here tonight. Starting five will be at center, an 8th grader, number 0, Addie Kearns. At guard, the 8th grader, the talented number 2, Kiara Haywood. At a guard, an 8th grader, number 10 is Ava Brooks. At guard, an 8th grader, number 31 is Riley Hopwood. So it'll be Kearns, Haywood, Brooks, Montano, and Hopwood. Michaela Montano, the 5th starter here for Dunlap. We have got a heck of a crowd here tonight. We hope you are settled in and enjoying yourselves here live on Central Illinois Sports. Both teams getting their last words in here as we get ready to tip off. What a crowd here tonight for an 8th grade state championship basketball game. Mount Zion will be in the road blacks with white numbers and letters adorned with black trim. For Dunlap, they'll be in the home whites tonight, navy blue. Numbers and letters with some orange trim. Kearns will step into the center circle here for Dunlap. Stepping in for Mount Zion will be Gabby Wisher. And we are up and underway. Basketball gets quickly tipped now. It gets blocked as Haywood able to get in quickly on the play and goes right out of bounds to the delight of the Dunlap student section. Mount Zion will inbound. Inbounding will be Jenkins. Looking to get one in, gets it now down to Austin. Her shot is no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Haywood. She'll dribble through 1, 2, 3 defenders. Here she comes. Kicks it back over. 3 ball on the way from Hopwood is no good. Rebound gets tipped out of bounds. Kearns able to grab it. Haywood fires up a 3. Off the mark. It's a fight for the loose ball rebound, and Wisher's going to grab it here for Mount Zion. Wisher had 31 points in 2 ball games here on Saturday for Mount Zion. Austin had 23. They're going to need every point of it tonight to get past this Dunlap defense. Wisher goes up. She'll get fouled, and now Haywood's going to get a quick whistle here. Just a minute into the basketball game. For Haywood, it'll be her first personal. First team foul of the quarter against Dunlap. We remind you because we have to remind ourselves with our new rules. At 5 team fouls in a quarter, we go to double bonus shooting. Wisher steps to the free throw line, trying to get the first points on the board for the night here for the Braves, and she does. Wisher with the second free throw. Off the front of the rim, Haywood will grab the rebound. It's a loose ball, though, picked up by Jenkins. Jenkins' shot no good. Brooks comes down with it for Dunlap. Haywood will push the tempo, one-handed pass. Up with the shot is Brooks. Brooks gets it to fall. It's a 2-1 lead as Brooks gets her first 2 points of the night. They quickly push it down now. Austin almost loses it in the corner. Gets it back out. Jenkins on the left wing. She'll take a few dribbles here on what is a man-to-man look from Dunlap. Jenkins takes a few dribbles, now goes over to the left side, trying to find something to do. She's tightly guarded by Brooks. Baker with the basketball, double teamed, has to get rid of it. Now the officials are going to whistle a foul here on Dunlap. That'll quickly be their second of the quarter. They're going to give it against Ava Brooks. It'll be Brooks' first personal foul. Second of the quarter here against Dunlap. Mount Zion will inbound underneath their own hoop. Jenkins tosses it high up to the hands of Gabby Wisher. She gets it tipped away as Montano got a hand on it. Over to the left side now, it's Baker, but they say Wisher will drag the foot before the pass. It'll be a turnover on Mount Zion. Here comes that full court pressure of the Braves. We'll see how Dunlap is able to handle it. They get it inbound to Haywood. She'll try and push it down the sideline. Instead, she'll get bumped by Jenkins, and the ball will go out of bounds and remain into the hands of the Panthers. Just underway in this one. 4:29 left to go. It's a 2-1 lead here for Dunlap. It's a handover pass. Hopwood, three ball on the way, in and out of the rim, no good. Fight for the loose ball will go out of the bounds. Officials say the Panthers will hold on to it. Addie Kearns will inbound here for Dunlap. Everybody loaded onto the right side for the inbounds try here for the Panthers as they get it into Haywood back at the volleyball line. She guarded by Austin. One-handed pass into Brooks. She loses it, it's tipped away. Maddie Austin with the steal. Baker looking for Wisher. Nothing there. They'll kick it back out to Austin at the volleyball line, guarded by Haywood, who's already got one personal foul. Austin driving in, baseline, finds Baker, open on the left wing. It's good. Ruby Baker knocks it down for two. And we're going to get a foul in the backcourt against Wisher. That's going to be her first. Team first of the quarter against Mount Zion. A long toss, as they thought Hopwood might make a run for it. Instead, it's going to go all the way back out of bounds here to the far corner, and Mount Zion will get an opportunity to attack on their own side of the floor. They lead 3-2. Jenkins will inbound. It's a stack look here for Mount Zion as they get it into Austin. Goes up with it, high off the glass. Haywood comes down with the rebound. And we'll get a foul in the backcourt here against Mount Zion. If that's against Wisher, that'll be her second. And the officials confirm it is against number 32. It'll be the second against Gabby Wisher. That is a big foul for Mount Zion. 2 fouls apiece here, as Gabby Wisher has a foul and Kiara Haywood has a foul for Dunlap on the other side. Haywood drives in, runner with the right hand off the rim. And Wisher will grab the rebound for the Braves. She wants to push the tempo. Gets it across the timeline, guarded by guarded by Ava Brooks. Austin thought about the three, steps into the arc, shot no good. Baker will grab the rebound for Mount Zion. This is Wisher with it. Her free throw jumper is good. That was Jenkins. Jenkins with the shot. Now we're going to get a foul in the backcourt again. Foul gets whistled against Mount Zion. It's going to be their third team foul of the quarter. Haywood with the basketball. Dunlap trails by 3 now. Hopwood with it, looking for Montano inside, nothing there. Haywood, free throw line jumper, a little off balance as Barcima grabs the rebound for Mount Zion. 2:59 left to go here in the first quarter. State championship on the line here tonight at Normal Parkside. Jenkins drives in, thought about the shot, instead tried to give it to Wisher. Brooks with the steal. Dunlap on the run, guarded by Jenkins. Now Jenkins will dive on the floor for it, and that'll cause a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Dunlap in this one. We expected an up-tempo ball game, and we have got it so far here in the first few minutes of this one. Haywood with the basketball, kicks it now over to Kearns on the left elbow. Gives it back to Haywood, takes 2 dribbles to the left side. Shot is no good. Fight for the rebound. Brooks had her hands on it last, and it'll go out of bounds off of Dunlap. A lot of this offense revolves around Kiara Haywood, but Addie Kearns finished with 12 points in 2 games, and Hopwood also chipped in with 12. She scored 5 points in a very critical fourth quarter in that quarterfinal game. Austin with it, gets it to Barcima. Barcima is going to get called for the steps there as she tried to go up and under with the right hand and instead never dribbles. And it'll be a turnover against Mount Zion. Two minutes and change left to go here in the opening quarter. They try to get it to Kearns. It's stolen away. Wisher with the basketball. Larceny goes up for the layup and gets fouled. And now for Kiera Haywood. That is going to be her second personal foul. Third of the quarter against Dunlap. And Nicholas Romolo is going to head to the bench to sit down his talented point guard with 2 fouls as Gabby Wisher steps to the free throw line. 1 point for the evening here for Gabby Wisher so far. And the shot goes off the back of the rim. Checking in here for Dunlap is going to be number 33, Michaela Bush. She will sit down Ava Brooks as Haywood will stay on the floor. And this is no disrespect to any of the other players on Dunlap's roster, as the second one is up and good for Wisher. Give her 2. But Dunlap needs Kiera Haywood on the floor as often as possible. Haywood drives in. Goes up with the left hand off the glass, rolls around and good. Kiera Haywood knocks it down for 2. That's her first 2 of the night. It's a 5-5 basketball game. Mount Zion quickly pushes back down into the front court. Jenkins with the basketball, guarded out by Hopwood. Man-to-man look here for the Panthers. Maddie Austin with it. Gives it on the nice give and go to Wisher. Wisher puts it down. 2 more points for Gabby Wisher. Give her 4 on the night. It's a 7-5 basketball game. That give and go between Austin and Wisher proved big dividends here in the first 2 games on last Saturday. Haywood tries to toss it down into Bush. She didn't see it coming. Thought Haywood was going to go up with the shot, and it'll roll out of bounds and go back to the Braves. For all that we have told you about Mount Zion's full court pressure, Dunlap's isn't too bad themselves, and now they're going to try and throw it on here with 1:19 left to go. It's a long pass down to Austin, gets tipped out of bounds off the hands of Montano, and it'll go back to Mount Zion. 1:16 left to go here in the opening quarter. This has been a fun one. Austin with it. Tried the ball fake, and instead she drags the foot, and she'll get called for traveling. There are only one side of seats here at Normal Parkside. We are stationed up on a stage on the opposite side with the scoring personnel and the team benches, but there are not many open seats there in the seating area as Haywood drives in, gets balked by Barcima. It's going to go out of bounds as Jenkins tried to save it. But this place is full. And that's exactly what you want to see out of a state championship contest. Montano will inbound. It's a box formation here for Dunlap as Kearns flashes out to the left side and gets it to Haywood. She drives in. Montano shot just inside the arc is no good, and Wisher will grab the board for Mount Zion. 47 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Mount Zion up by 2, trying to add to the lead as they get the basketball over to Maddie Austin. Gets the pick from Wisher, and that's going to be an offensive foul on the moving screen from Wisher. For Gabby Wisher, that's big. It is her 3rd personal foul. Now, she battled some foul trouble here in the quarterfinal. Is checking into the basketball game is going to be number 21, Adrian Parker for Mount Zion. Also checking in is number 4, Lucy Cohen. .34 seconds left to go. Hopwood with the basketball, guarded by Parker. Drives in. Spin move on the right side. Tries to go baseline up with the right hand, and good is Riley Hopwood. She gets on the board for the first time tonight. It's a 7-7 basketball game. Quickly down to the other end. It's stolen away. Buss gets a hand on it and tips it free for Dunlap. 15 seconds left to go. Dunlap can take the lead here on this possession. Haywood with the basketball. Kearns comes up for the pick on the left side. Haywood between the legs dribble. Drives in, gets tipped away from Barcima. Haywood back with it. Now they're not going to get a shot off at all. And the Mount Zion defense holds. We've reached the end of the first quarter. We're tied at 7 here in the state championship. Come back for second quarter. Play-by-play here in 60 seconds.
Hey, grab me 1 too.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
Welcome you back here to Normal Parkside, where the Dunlap student section is pumping it up with their cheerleaders here during the quarter break. It is a 7-7 tie here after 1 quarter of play. Developments, though, in the first quarter of play. Gabby Wisher has 3 fouls for Mount Zion. On the opposite side, Kira Haywood has 2. Critical pieces to both teams' success here, and a little bit of early foul trouble as we'll get ready to start the second quarter. Possession is going to belong to the Braves here to start the second quarter of play. And Adrian Parker will inbound for the team in the black jerseys. And now the Mount Zion student section answers with a chant of their own as Jenkins brings it across the time stripe. She drives baseline, tries to find Barcima. She's double teamed. Now they tip it off. A nice pass down to Austin. She doesn't finish, though, and the rebound comes down into the hands of Lucy Cohen. Shot up on the way from Austin is good. It's a 9-7 basketball game. The first 2 points of the night for Maddie Austin. Just underway here in the state championship game as Haywood fires one up from long range. That's a 2 for Kiara Haywood. She's got 4 on the night. Austin loses the basketball, now chases it back down here on the side in front of the Dunlap bench, and she'll hand it off to Jenkins. Jenkins, jumper from the left elbow, off the back of the rim. It's a loose ball, and Haywood will grab the board for Dunlap. She wants to push, finds Kearns on a nice move. Kearns can't finish, though. It's partially blocked by Mount Zion, but Dunlap will get the rebound. Shot on the way. Buss's shot no good. Jenkins will grab the loose board. Haywood on a fantastic pass down to Kearns, and unfortunately for Dunlap, Addie Kearns not able to finish. And we're going to get a traveling violation as Jenkins got caught up there. Some nice defensive pressure from Ava Brooks. Jeff Shoemate wants a timeout to talk it over. We'll take it 2. It's Mount Zion 9, Dunlap 9. We are back in 30 seconds.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Well, we apologize to as we get the score corrected here. It is actually 10-8 Mount Zion with the lead. We have incorrectly put a free throw or a bucket up here on the wrong side of the scoreboard here. We don't have a great line of sight to the scoreboards here. They're actually mounted in the corners at the same side as we're sitting on here in a unique setup here at Normal Parkside. But we get the score corrected, and now we're going to get a foul here underneath against Dunlap. That foul is going to go against Brooks. For Brooks, that should be her second personal foul, team first of the quarter against Dunlap. Ruby Baker will check back in for Mount Zion. She gets the ball inbound to Jenkins. Now they push it down to Austin. Gets past Kearns. Austin on the run, goes up for the layup, no good. Barcima tries to get the rebound. It's a loose ball that comes down to Austin. She will fire up a 3, and it's good. Maddie Austin knocks it down from 19-9. She's got 5, and now it's a 13-8 lead for Mount Zion. We'll get it right here as we go. Haywood tries to answer. It's partially blocked. Jenkins with the rebound. Austin with the basketball in the corner. Gets it into Barcima. She bodies up. Dunlap wanted a charge, but instead it's going to go against Buss, excuse me. For Buss, it'll be her first personal, team second of the quarter. That'll send Kimora Barcima to the free throw line. 6 points in the first 2 games here for the 8th grade center. Eyes up the shot out of the right hand, goes off the right side of the rim and falls short. A couple of handshakes and hand slaps from the teammates as she lines up for the second one here. Shot is up, and we will get a whistle, and it's going to be a free throw violation against Mount Zion, as it looks like Lucy Cohen might have stepped over early, and it'll go back to Dunlap. 4 minutes, 1 second left to go here in the first half. Mount Zion with a 5-point lead in the state championship. Haywood will walk it across the time stripe here against the big pressure from Mount Zion. They try to get it in. This is Buss. She can't finish. Loose ball still on the floor. Ava Brooks grabs it for Dunlap. Haywood drives in. Goes up with the left hand and doesn't finish, but she'll go to the free throw line as Mount Zion will get whistled for the foul. Kamara Barcima gets whistled for the foul. It's her first. Team first of the quarter against Mount Zion as Haywood goes to the free throw line. 4 points on the night, make it 5. And that makes it a 13-9 basketball game. Haywood, as we told you before, finished with 40 points in 2 games, including 24 points in the quarterfinal. They quickly work it down to Austin. Austin goes up with the left hand, rolls around the rim and no good, and we're going to get a loose ball foul. Foul is going to go against Barcima. It'll be her second personal. Team second. Substitute on the way in for Mount Zion as Riley Getz, the 6th grade guard, will check in. We did not see a lot of Riley Getz on Saturday, but now getting called into crucial action here in the state championship. It's a little bit of a back to a man-to-man look here from Mount Zion. Haywood driving in, goes up high with the right hand. Mount Zion wanted to travel. Instead, Kearns gets the rebound and the layup. For Kearns, that's her first 2 points of the basketball game. 3:13 left to go here. They work it down. Jenkins, 3 ball, off to the right side. Riley Hopwood grabs the rebound for Dunlap. They can take the lead on this possession. Haywood drives in. No good. Kearns gets the rebound. Kearns will get fouled, and Addie Kearns will go to the free throw line for Dunlap. Foul is going to go against number 4, Lucy Cohen. For Mount Zion, it's her first, team third of the quarter. Montano will check back in for Dunlap after the first free throw. Kearns is first, off the glass, off the back of the iron, and no good. Michaela Buss will take a seat. For Dunlap, 2:57 left to go here in the first quarter. For Addie Kearns, 2 points here on the early going of the evening. Second one's up and good, give her 3. We are tied at 13. They work the basketball into the corner. Jenkins has to get rid of it, goes over the hands of Hopwood. It's a loose ball. Montano chases it down for Dunlap. Haywood drives in against Austin, stopped at the elbow. Crossover up with the left hand, no good. Getz had a hand on it, and now it's a loose ball, and we're going to get a jump ball as Kearns had a hand on it, along with Lucy Cohen. Possession will stay with Dunlap underneath their own hoop with 2:33 left to go. This has been a fun basketball game. We hope you're enjoying it. Kearns with it, gets stripped away now as Cohen able to just quickly rip it out of Kearns' hands. Jenkins spin move at the volleyball line. Another spin move into the lane, goes up, runner, no good. Kearns will grab the rebound. It's tipped away by Jenkins, but Haywood able to come up with it. Haywood pushes the tempo, goes in through 3 defenders, up with the left hand, doesn't finish. Lucy Cohen grabs the rebound. 2:12 left to go here in the first half. Baker with the basketball, tries to hand it off to Austin. They get tangled up, and now this is Ava Brooks. Brooks gets it, goes up with it, and finishes, and Dunlap has the lead, 15-13 on a steal and a layup from Ava Brooks, and now we'll get a travel in the backcourt on Baker. Substitutions coming in as Parker checks back in for Mount Zion. Dunlap with the lead, 15-13, trying to add on to it here with less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. Mount Zion trying that little weave at the top and just got tangled up in each other and lost the basketball. Haywood drives in, kicks it back out. This is a 3 ball from Brooks, no good. Kearns fights in for the rebound, gets it up and good. Addie Kearns has 2 more. She's got 5 on the night. It's 17-13. Parker with the basketball. Adrian Parker dribbling down to the left corner, guarded by Hopwood. She'll kick it back out now to Jenkins. Cohen with the basketball. Back to Jenkins, drives in on the right side, goes up against Kearns, has to stop at the baseline. Hopwood gets a hand on it. It's a loose ball. Addie Kearns gets it, and now Nicholas Romolo wants the timeout before they have a chance to turn it over as well. Dunlap takes the timeout. We'll take it too. They lead 17-13. We're back in 60 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations.
I have to speak to you about something that is, concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera. Named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Dunlap took the timeout. They will take the basketball out of bounds as it appears Mount Zion is going to pull back on the defensive efforts here with 1:10 left to go in the second quarter. Dunlap leads by 4. An opportunity to extend here towards the end of the half. They quickly get it in. It's Buss. Her layup try no good. Jenkins got a hand on it. And the jump ball will go the way of Mount Zion. 1 minute left to go here in the first half. Jenkins with it. Long throw down to Austin. Gets into the hands of Maddie Austin. She'll drive in. Goes up with the right hand. No good as it goes over the hoop. Austin went out of bounds. Stepped back in. Was the first person to grab it. It will be out of bounds on the Braves. 51 seconds left to go. Kiera Haywood drives left. Goes up against Cohen. Off the side of the backboard. Rebound comes to the hands of Maddie Austin. She'll run. Behind the back dribble. Goes up with the right hand and she'll get fouled. And Maddie Austin will draw the foul and go to the free throw line. Foul is going to go against number 33, Michaela Buss. That'll be her second personal. Team third against Dunlap in the quarter. Austin goes to the free throw line. 5 points on the evening for the 8th grader. First one is up. Takes a friendly bounce and rolls down. Give her 6. It's a 17-14 basketball game. Second one does not hit the mark. Haywood grabs the rebound. Pushes it quickly down into the hands of Hopwood down in the corner. She steps back. Big step back. 3 is good. Riley Hopwood knocks it down. 20-14. 23 seconds left to go. And now Kearns gets a hand on it. It's going to be a jump ball, and now Hopwood had it, but now Parker comes up with it, Mount Zion, and now it's going to be a travel as Parker had nowhere to go when she picked it up. For Hopwood, now she's got 5 points after the big three-pointer. Riley Hopwood has come up with some big, big baskets for her team through this entire tournament. 12 seconds left to go in the half. Haywood with the basketball, drives in right, goes through 3 defenders, nothing there. Kearns comes up with the rebound. Keith can't finish. Haywood throws it up desperately. 2 seconds, 1 second. Mount Zion will not get a shot, and we've reached the halftime break. Dunlap 20, Mount Zion 14. It's halftime of our Class 4A state championship. We will take a quick break to get some stats and other things tabulated for you. When we come back, it'll be halftime analysis, statistics, and we'll get you ready for the second half here from Normal Parkside. You're watching it all live on Central Illinois Sports.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Is your little boy or girl off the naughty list? Well, don't miss your last chance to get toys at a huge sale December 17th at your local Farm Home Supply. Here are some of our favorite deals, including this Build-A-Buddy tractor for under $20 and this huge remote control buggy for under $50. And get 25% off our huge selection of Melissa and Doug, including barn and pizzas. And get 20% off all games and puzzles, including a new favorite, Chicken Poo Bingo. And one of our best sellers from last year's back, this toy hauler is under $25. See all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
We welcome you back to Parkside Junior High School here in Normal, Illinois for the IESA 8th grade Girls Class 4A State Championship game where Dunlap claims a 20-14 lead at halftime over Mount Zion. Halftime scoring here for the Dunlap Panthers. Addie Kearns has 5, Kiera Haywood has 6, Ava Brooks has 4, and Riley Hopwood has 5 after knocking down that big three-pointer to help extend the lead here for the Panthers. Foul trouble looks like this. Haywood has 2, Ava Brooks has 2, Michaela Buss has 2 off the bench for the Panthers. On the opposite side for Mount Zion, Ruby Baker has 2, Maddie Austin has 6, Ellie Jenkins has 2, and Gabby Wisher has 4. The big story here in the first half for Mount Zion is Gabby Wisher battling foul trouble. She's already got 3 personal fouls here in the contest. Lucy Cohen and Ellie Jenkins each have been whistled for 1. Kamora Barsima has 2 in the post. We remind you here tonight, your subscription gives you access to all 4 state championship games going on across the state right now. You can put one on your tablet, one on your phone, one on your TV. Wherever you can get YouTube, you can watch those games here tonight live on Central Illinois Sports. This has been a fun contest here so far as Dunlap has been able to penetrate through this Mount Zion defense and find some quick looks at the basket. They've knocked down a couple of big shots from Hopwood, along with some great offensive rebounding from Addie Kearns to help keep things moving here for the Panthers. On the opposite side for Mount Zion, this defense have still caused a lot of pressures. They have actually faced some great defensive pressure from Dunlap on their own. They've got to get Wisher more involved here in the second half. They've got to hope to find Maddie Austin a little bit more. She's able to knock down some nice shots inside and out for them and get that give-and-go game going again between Austin and Wisher that proved so beneficial in the semifinal. 3:40 left to go here in the first half, or excuse me, the halftime break, as Dunlap has made their way back out onto the floor after a quick halftime intermission. We have still not seen the Braves make their way out of the locker room yet. We're going to step aside and tell you about some of the wonderful sponsors that bring us high school and junior high basketball all season long on Central Illinois Sports. When we come back, it'll be second half action here in the State 4A Championship live from Parkside Junior High School.
You're getting thirsty, bold, refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Shooting is one of our favorite pastimes.
When it comes to guns and ammo, think Game Masters. They have new guns, used guns, gun safes, and gun accessories. And be sure to head over to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out our great selection.
clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more. At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Go team go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Welcome you back here as both teams have made their way out of the locker rooms, took a few warm-up shots, and now they get the final instructions from their coaches on the sidelines here before kicking up the second half of our Class 4A state championship game. Dunlap leads 20-14. Kiera Haywood with 6, Addie Kearns with 5 to lead Dunlap. On the opposite side, Maddie Austin with 6, and Gabby Wisher with 4 to lead Mount Zion in scoring. They will get the fouls reset here up on the scoreboard as we reset the fouls at the start of every quarter now. And it'll be Dunlap basketball here to begin the start of the third. Starters on both sides here to begin the second half as they quickly work it down into Ava Brooks. It goes through her hands and out of bounds, and it'll be a quick turnover on the Panthers. They'll extend the defensive pressure. Austin with the basketball. Takes a couple of dribbles backwards. Now to Jenkins, back to Austin. She'll cross the timeline, drives into the lane, kicks it back out. Wisher on the baseline. Ball fake, goes in up off the glass, no good. Barcima gets the rebound. She goes up and puts it in on the cleanup play. It's 20-16 as Barcima now gets her first 2 points of the basketball game. Quickly down on the other end. Hopwood fires up a 3 and it's good. Riley Hopwood knocks it down again. It's 23-16 as Hopwood now has 8. Back to the other end. They try to get it down to Barcima. She goes up, gets fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Hopwood will pick up the foul. First of the quarter against Dunlap for Hopwood. It will be her first personal foul, and Barcima goes to the free throw line. 2 points on the night on the quick cleanup play that she just got here on the last possession. First free throw back off the rim is no good. A big crowd here at Normal Parkside, filled up with 2 great student sections here this evening on each end of the bleachers. Barcima's second free throw doesn't fall as well. Both Dunlap girls got their hands on the basketball, and Kearns finally grabbed it for the Panthers. Just underway here in the third quarter. Kearns comes up, sets the pick. Behind the back dribble for Haywood, guarded out by Austin. Drives by number 3, goes up with the right hand, no good. Barcima comes down with the rebound. They quickly work it up to Austin, and then she turned. Nice defensive stop by Michaela Montano. Austin got the basketball, turned, quickly saw Montano and didn't know what to do and ended up traveling. Montano gave just enough room to startle Austin and not commit a foul. Haywood with the basketball. Montano now works it across. This is Brooks. Brooks for three is good. Ava Brooks knocks it down for 19-9. For Ava Brooks, that is 7 points on the night. Mount Zion has got an answer here from the long-range shooting of Dunlap, which, quite frankly, we did not see earlier in this tournament. They work it down into Barcima. Goes up against Austin. High off the glass, no good. Wisher gets the rebound, steps up with it, and they say that she will travel as she picked up that pivot foot before she was able to get the shot off. It is a 10-point lead for Dunlap on the hands of some hot shooting from Ava Brooks and Riley Hopwood. Dunlap gets set in the half-court set. Kearns comes up. She'll set the pick on the left side. Roll is no good. Haywood will go up with it instead, and Haywood knocks it down. It's a 28-16 basketball game here for Haywood. She's got 8 points. Austin drives in, goes up. She'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Kearns is going to get whistled for the foul. It's her first. Team second of the quarter against the Panthers as Austin will step to the free throw line. 6 points on the evening for Maddie Austin, 23 in 2 games coming into tonight's championship game here in the tournament. First free throw is up and no good. Buss will check back in for Dunlap. Ava Brooks will take a seat. They'll get Brooks in here for a little more defensive presence and let Haywood get out of the paint for the potential rebound try. Austin's second free throw, up and good. Mount Zion will take a timeout. We will take it too. 28-17, Dunlap in the lead. We're back in 60 seconds.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
3:56 left to go here in the third. Dunlap with an 11-point lead over Mount Zion. And they've got the basketball looking to extend. Largest lead of the ball game here for the Panthers so far. They work it into Buss. She goes up with the right hand, no good. Jenkins will be able to grab the rebound. She'll push the tempo here for Mount Zion as they look ahead to Austin. Austin, crossover dribble. Goes up with the right hand. She'll get fouled as Haywood came down hard on her. And for Kiera Haywood, that'll be her third personal foul. Team third of the quarter against Dunlap. Austin will go to the free throw line. 7 points on the evening now. Jeff Shoemate barking some instruction to Kimora Barcima. First free throw for Austin. Can't find them all. Mount Zion finding themselves in a little bit of interesting territory here, as the second free throw is up and good. For Austin, now she has 8. Mount Zion has only allowed 13 points a basketball game this season. They have now given up 28 so far. And now Haywood will get called for the traveling violation as Kearns rolled a little bit too far and there was nowhere to throw the basketball. Mount Zion has had several nights where they only allowed single digits to an opponent. So this defense getting extremely tested here tonight by the likes of Dunlap. Austin picks the basketball up after being double teamed. They'll work it around the Baker, tried to find Wisher. She wasn't available. Jenkins now tries to throw it into Wisher. Kearns gets a hand on it instead, and here comes Dunlap. Haywood, hesitation dribble, goes up with the right hand off the glass, no good. Austin will grab the rebound. 3:09 left to go here in the third. Austin far down in the corner, guarded out by Haywood, who has 3 personal fouls. They try to get it into the Wisher. Instead, Haywood strips it away. She's going to go up against Austin. Goes up. No call from the officials. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Dunlap basketball. Montana will be the inbound. It's a box set for the Panthers. Flashing out is Kearns. Nothing there. There'll be the release foul back to Haywood on the left wing. Haywood goes up, no foul call again, and it's going to go out of bounds. Dunlap fans wanted a little bit of a whistle. Substitution should be coming in here if they'll get the horn buzzed, and they will, as Adrian Parker will come into the basketball game. Ruby Baker will take a seat. Stack formation this time for Dunlap. Montano again inbounds. Nowhere to go. Montano throws it up high. Kearns tried to get it. Wisher didn't know it was coming, or she could have stolen. Step back 3 for Haywood. Pure. 31-18. Haywood's got 11. The easiest way to beat a tight defensive team is to shoot the threes and knock them down, and that's what Dunlap has done so far. They get the basketball now as Austin lost it down in the corner. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with Dunlap. Ava Brooks comes back into the basketball game. Montano will take a seat. 31-18 our score. 2:25 left to go here in the third quarter. If you're Jeff Shoemate and company on the sideline here for Mount Zion, you have to wonder how many more threes will they make. It's a steal. Austin goes up with it, no good. Here comes Dunlap, pushing the pressure now down to Hopwood. Throws it into Kearns, guarded by Wisher. Nice move by Kearns, goes up, nothing there. Barcima grabs the rebound. 1:53 to go in the frame. Parker gets it into Wisher. Spin move against Kearns, and now it's going to fall, and it'll be a foul and the bucket for Gabby Wisher. Count the foul against Stearns. It'll be her second personal, team 4th of the quarter here against Dunlap. Wisher goes to the line now. She's got 6 points on the evening, trying to make it 7 and make this a 10-point basketball game, and she does. 31-21. Mount Zion is in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter. Next Dunlap foul sends the Braves to the line for 2. Crossover from Haywood, stops at the free throw line. Jumper high off the glass and good. Kiera Haywood is pretty good at basketball. She's got 13. And now stolen away, Kearns gets it. Kearns saw the pass coming, goes up into double team coverage. It'll go out of bounds off the hands of Jenkins. 1:23 left to go here. 12-point advantage again for Dunlap. Brooks will inbound, finds Buss quickly. Baseline jumper, doesn't find the mark. This is Ellie Jenkins, dribbling to the right side, trying to find somebody to get rid of it to, and now it's Parker. Goes through her hands, and Austin will grab the basketball. Tightly guarded out by Haywood, who's got to watch herself with 3. They get it into Wisher. Wisher under the basket, goes up and good. Gabby Wisher gets 2 more. 33-23, Wisher's got 9. 53 seconds left to go in the quarter. Haywood gets the pick. Open jumper on the left wing is no good. Wisher will grab the board, and here comes Mount Zion trying to cut into the deficit. They get it to Wisher. Spin move. Goes up through double team and gets nothing there. There's a little bit of contact, but the officials say it's clean and we play on. Jenkins tries a ball fake and instead shuffles the feet, and she'll get whistled for the travel. 27 seconds left to go here in the quarter. This has been an extremely fun state championship game as the Dunlap student section is having a good time after the turnover. Mount Zion will have an effort to reset the defense here as now Kearns has to tie her shoe, and that hesitates things just enough for Mount Zion to move. They get it back to Haywood. She'll have the length of the floor to dribble here, and she does. Haywood hesitates, goes up with the left hand off the glass, nothing there. Barcima gets the rebound, up to Austin. 15 seconds. Austin goes up, count it, 23, 33, 25. Austin now has 10. Haywood drives in, goes up against Barcima, and now Barcima will get whistled for the foul. It'll be her third. Her third personal foul, team first of the quarter, comes with 5 seconds left, and now Haywood will go to the free throw line as Dunlap tries to add on to the lead here at the end of the quarter. First one is up, rolls in and out of the rim, no good. Haywood already has 13 here on the evening. 40 points in 2 games, give her 53 so far in the tournament, and rolls around, no good. It's a loose ball to go out of bounds. The officials say it's going to go off the hands of Gabby Wisher. 4.1 seconds, Dunlap still with another opportunity. It will be Mount Zion basketball, barring a tie-up here in the final few seconds. They toss it up to Haywood, grabs it at the top of the key, drives in, goes up against Barcima, and now Barcima will get whistled for the body again. That will be the 4th foul against Kimora Barcima. And Haywood will go to the line for another try at it. First free throw's up and good. 34-25. Haywood's got 14. Second one is also good. It's back to a 10-point advantage here for Dunlap. And they will not get the shot off in time, and we've reached the end of the third quarter. It's a 10-point ball game. Dunlap 35, Mount Zion 25. Come back for the exciting finish here live on Central Illinois Sports.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Back to live action here from the 4A state championship game, where Dunlap has a 10-point lead over Mount Zion as we start the fourth quarter. Mount Zion will inbound here to start things off to kick off the final quarter of play. This is a fun environment here tonight. There is a big crowd. Student sections are loud. It's everything you would want in a state tournament environment. They try to get the pass into Wisher. Tipped away and stolen now by Dunlap. Here comes Haywood. Haywood thought about the long 2-point jumper. Instead kicks it out to Brooks. Shield ball fake goes up strong and off the side of the rim. Wisher will grab the board for Mount Zion. Some important things to note here as we start the final 6 minutes. Barcima has 4 fouls. Gabby Wisher has 3 for Mount Zion. And now Addie Kearns is going to get whistled for her third. It'll be the first of the quarter here for Dunlap as we reset the fouls at the end of each quarter. Barcima goes in, gets the basketball, and they say that'll be a foul on the floor, and it's going to go against Ava Brooks. For Brooks, it'll be her third, second of the quarter. Haywood on the opposite side has 3 fouls for Dunlap. Kearns now also has 3, along with Brooks. Parker with the basketball looking for Wisher, and instead ends up shuffling and dragging the feet, and it'll be a turnover on Mount Zion. Ruby Baker will come back in. Parker will take a seat after the turnover. Haywood has 15. Riley Hopwood has 8. Brooks has 7 to lead Dunlap. On the opposite side, Maddie Austin has 10. Gabby Wisher has 9. Dunlap leads by 10 with the basketball. Haywood, 12-foot jumper, just short. They get it down to Wisher, out to Baker, who was trying to find Wisher. Now they get it into the forward. She goes up strong with the right hand. It rolls off the rim, and Riley Hopwood grabs a rebound. Now they've got numbers as Haywood able to outrun the defense. Picks it up at the free throw line. Brooks, ball fake. Dribbles it back out, and she'll get it into the hands of the point guard with 4:35 left to go. The pick comes from Kearns. Haywood drives in high off the glass. Now it's a rebound and a quick pass out to Austin. Austin goes up against Haywood, goes up, knocks it down, and she'll go to the line for the three-point play attempt. Hopwood will get whistled for the foul. It's her second. Austin goes to the free throw line. She's got 12 now with a chance to make it 13 and cut this down to a 7-point ball game. Free throw is up and good. 35-28, 4:23 left to go. Mount Zion will go man-to-man here as Austin will come out against Haywood. Haywood drives by, turns around at the elbow, and now dribbles it back out to the volleyball line. Haywood between the legs, moves to the left, gets the pick from Kearns. Now it's open and she drives. Haywood goes up with the left hand, no good. Jenkins with another rebound. Mount Zion has not done a great job adjusting on that pick and roll from Haywood to Kearns, and it's allowed Haywood to really get some open looks penetrating. Ball fake from Austin, goes up against Kearns. She'll get fouled and go to the free throw line for 2 more tries as Addie Kearns now picks up her 4th personal. It is the 4th team foul already of the quarter against against Dunlap. For the remaining 3:49, Mount Zion's going to be in the bonus. It's 2 shots every foul. Austin, first free throw does not find the mark. Michaela Montana will check back in as Kearns will take a seat here with 4 fouls, and we'll see how long Nick Romolo will let her stay on the bench. Austin, second free throw doesn't work. Wisher gets the rebound. She can't get it as it's partially blocked by Haywood. Here comes Dunlap. They kick it down to the corner. Hopwood, 3 ball on the way is good. Riley Hopwood knocks down another clutch 4th quarter shot, and it's 38-28, back to a 10-point advantage for Dunlap. Jeff Shoemate took the timeout as Jenkins had picked the basketball up far away and had nowhere to go with it. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll come back here on Central Illinois Sports.
Timely application of crop nutrients based on soil test results and the individual yield goals is the focus of the agronomy team at Logan Agri-Service, Inc. Logan Ag delivers anhydrous ammonia, dry fertilizer, UAN, liquid starter, and our lineup of Logan Agri-Yield micronutrients direct from us to your field. Striving to get the right fertilizer products at the right place in the right field at the right time, that's Logan Agri-Service. For fertilizer and application services, call 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Mount Zion took the timeout as Dunlap continues to knock down long-range shots. Riley Hopwood has made 2. She's got 11. Hopwood came in the 4th quarter in the quarterfinal game and knocked down 5 critical points in the 4th quarter, which helped Dunlap escape with the quick victory. She's knocked down another one tonight. Wisher up high up the glass with the left hand, no good. It's a loose ball. Who's going to come up with it? It'll be a jump ball as Hopwood and Wisher got their hands on it. Gabby Wisher looking a little bit frustrated for the team in black. Mount Zion still has an opportunity to close into this. They are in bonus for the remaining 3:16. Haywood picks it up, now gets it out to Buss. They'll get it back to Montano. They'll work it around. Nice little ball movement here from Dunlap. 3 minutes left to go. It's a 10-point advantage. Haywood with the basketball. Dribbles around 2 picks. Guarded out by Jenkins. Drives in. Now back to Kearns, who's got 4 fouls. Back to Hopwood. Hopwood guarded out by Baker. Now they toss it down to the right baseline. Long shot from Buss. Doesn't find anything. And Wisher will get the rebound. Down into the corner. Ruby Baker pushes it into Wisher. Has to dribble out of a triple team. Now they get it back to the big forward. Bodies up. Goes up with the right hand and good. Gabby Wisher, 2 more. She's got 11. 2:20 left to go here in the state championship. Dunlap with the basketball, moves across down to the left side. Kearns is going to fire one up. It's off the glass and good. Addie Kearns makes it an 11-point ball game. Biggest lead of the night here for Dunlap comes with 2:04 left to go on a big shot from Addie Kearns. For Kearns, that is points number 8. They get it down to Wisher again. Goes up, bodies up, off the glass, no good. Kearns with the rebound. 1:50 left to go in the state championship. 41-30. They double team Haywood in the backcourt. She'll dribble around, now Kearns with it, who just knocked down a big shot. Hopwood in the short corner, and Nick Romolo will call a timeout. We'll take it two. Dunlap 41, Mount Zion 30. We are back in 60 seconds.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. Wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
If you have that drive and you want to do more with that, then there's opportunity there for you to do that. It's not the typical job that you would expect it to be. Like, it's just super fulfilling. When my life needed opportunity, I chose DOT.
Dunlap cannot miss from long range. Everybody has seemed to knock down a three-pointer here tonight. Kearns has knocked one down. Haywood has knocked one down. Brooks has knocked one down. Hopwood's knocked down a couple. And they find themselves with an 11-point advantage here with 1:36 left to go in the state championship. Dunlap fans in the student section urging the rest of the adults to get up on their feet. They've got to get the inbounds here, and they'll get it into Hopwood. They work it back over now to Haywood. Extended pressure here from Mount Zion. Haywood with the basketball, tries to drive around Austin. Dribbles behind the back, one-handed pass over to Montano. Now they'll work it back up to Hopwood. 1:20 left to go as Dunlap trying to play keep away. They get it to Buss. She gets a hand on it. Austin gets a hand on it. It'll go out of bounds, and they say that's going to be Mount Zion basketball. Romolo will call his team off. They cannot afford to foul again, and they'll stop the clock to put Mount Zion at the line if they do. Parker will check back in for the Braves. Lucy Cohen will take a seat as Jeff Shoemate's got to get somebody back on the bench. 1:13 left to go. Mount Zion has to move here. Jenkins with the basketball, quickly works it down. Austin shot no good, a little bit of contact and no call. And now we'll get a foul here on the rebound. Kearns will pick up the foul. That's going to be her 5th personal foul. It's also the 5th of the quarter here against Dunlap, and that will send Mount Zion to the free throw line. Brooks will check in. Kearns' night will end with 8 points, including a very big three-pointer here that gave Dunlap an 11-point lead. Wisher goes to the free throw line. She's got 11 on the evening. First one is up off the front of the iron and no good. Mount Zion needs every point they can get here, especially with the clock stopped. And the second one is no good, and it's going to go out of bounds. Officials say it must have barely grazed the rim. Cohen will check back in. Parker will take a seat as Mount Zion will do a little offense-defense here. 1:03 left to go in the state championship. Haywood dribbles through the defense. One-hand pass over to Hopwood. Guarded by Austin, now double team, gets rid of it back to the point guard, and they'll get it back over to Brooks. 50 seconds left to go. Dunlap can feel it. The student body can feel it. They get it back, and now it's stolen away. Here comes Jenkins with it. Crossover as Haywood just lets her take the layup, and she gets it. And Jeff Shoemate will take the timeout for Mount Zion. It's a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back with the exciting finish of our state championship game live here on Central Illinois Sports.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777.
Mount Zion took the timeout. They've got one remaining. It's a 9-point basketball game now with 40 seconds left to go. Montana will inbound for Dunlap. She's got to find somebody to toss it to and now finds Haywood, and she'll get a push in the back here from Jenkins. For Jenkins, it's her second personal. Just the first foul of the quarter, though, against Mount Zion. If they've got any attempt to get Dunlap into the bonus and get the basketball back, they've got to do it very quickly. They get it in now. This is Buss, and we'll get another quick foul. Foul goes against Jenkins. Jeff Shoemate was hoping that he might get an opportunity because the basketball was almost knocked loose. Montana will inbounds again. 36.9 left to go. She tosses it up high, goes through the hands of Hopwood. It's a loose basketball, and now to go back to Mount Zion, as Dunlap was unable to get a hand on it. Parker will check back in. Nick Romolo screaming no foul to his Dunlap defense. It's a 9-point basketball game. Mount Zion needs to score and score quickly here. They've only got one more attempt to stop the clock. Jenkins, no good. Wisher gets a hand on it, and she knocks it out of bounds. It'll go back to Dunlap. Lucy Cohen checks back in. Parker runs quickly off the court in the offense-defense switch. 27.9 left to go here. They get it into Haywood, and it's a quick shove in the back, and it looks like they're going to whistle it against Jenkins again. That's her fourth. Team third. 27.1 left to go. Haywood gets the basketball again, and they'll quickly give Wisher the foul. That's her fourth. .1. They get it to Hopwood on the inbounds now. Picks the basketball up, has to get rid of it. Haywood comes down with it. 18 seconds. Dunlap fans are up, and they are excited. Jenkins will get a hand in on it and knock it away from Haywood. Parker will come back in. 14.9 seconds left to go here. Mount Zion trails by 9. They've got the basketball. They've got to move and move quickly if they're going to make a miracle happen here. Jenkins with it. Austin, ball fake, steps inside the arc. Two-pointer is good. And Jeff Shoemate will take his final timeout. We'll leave it right here, as Lucy Cohen is going to check back into the ball game for Austin. That's her 15th point of the night. As we get the timeout, we remind you we'll have coverage of the trophy and medal award ceremony here coming up here shortly, as we wrap up our first leg of our exclusive IESA state basketball coverage on Central Illinois Sports. We'll join you again in February for the 7th and 8th grade boys tournaments, and then coming up in March, we'll have exclusive coverage of the 7th and 8th grade girls volleyball, all live here, all 4 classes, from start to finish on Central Illinois Sports. Mount Zion is out of timeouts. They will send Dunlap to the free throw line for bonus on the next foul. They trail by 9. They've got to make a foul here. They've got to find a way to stop the clock and quickly move, as Jeff Shoemate digging deep into his bag of tricks here tonight to try and make this one something close. Nick Romolo encouraging his girls to relax and take it easy in these final seconds. Montana will inbound. They are double teaming Haywood here on the inbound attempt, as she'll set a pick for Hopwood. Hopwood moves around. Montana gets it inbounds on a bounce pass to Hopwood. Hopwood dribbling it away. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Dunlap is going to win the state championship. A 41-34 winner over Mount Zion in an exciting, very fun contest here tonight at Normal Parkside. The Dunlap fans ecstatic. Mount Zion a little down, but still very proud of a fantastic group of young ladies here as they go through the handshake line. We will step aside for a quick moment. When we come back, we'll give you final scoring totals and more here tonight from Normal Parkside, where Mount Zion loses to Dunlap 41-34. Dunlap, your Class 4A state champions here for 2023. You've watched it all live on Central Illinois Sports.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
We welcome you back here to Parkside Junior High School at Normal, Illinois, where Dunlap is the Class 4A state champion, defeating Mount Zion 41-34 as they get ready for the awards ceremony here. Let's give you some final scoring here for the Mount Zion Braves. Maddie Austin finishes the night with 15 points, 38 in 3 games for the tournament. Ellie Jenkins finishes with 4. Gabby Wisher finishes with 11. She scored 45 over 3 games. And Kamora Barsima finishes up with 2 points for the Braves, who finished their season with a record of 26 wins and 4 losses. On the opposite side for the Dunlap Panthers, Addie Kearns finishes with 8. Kiera Haywood finishes with 15. She scored 55 points over 3 games here. Ava Brooks finishes with 7, and Riley Hopwood finishes with 11. She finishes with 28 in the tournament. Watching post-game coverage here as we get ready for the awards ceremony, as they'll award the sportsmanship pins first to one player from each team. The IESA has instated this year as they recognize one player from each team who has promoted and displayed outstanding sportsmanship throughout the tournament. They started this at the regional levels, and now they bring it up all the way through the state championship games. And we'll see who they award from each team. We have had a great crowd here tonight, a big student section in hand for both sides, cheerleaders on both sides, and a big crowd from both of these communities who have rallied out here on the Thursday night to support their teams in the state championship game. Let's find out who our sportsmanship pins go to. Kamora Barsima will get the pin for Mount Zion. And Addie Kearns will get it for Dunlap. She has had an emotional night here. She came off after the foul out. She was pretty upset with herself, but I think she's going to be pretty happy when she gets that state champion medal wrapped around her neck here in just a few minutes. Let's go down the final rosters for you here for both teams as they get ready to introduce all of the Mount Zion players. Number 1, Maylee Thorpe. Number 2, Ruby Baker. Number 3, Maddie Austin. Number 4, Lucy Cohen. Number 5, Macy Hittmeyer. Number 10, Ellie Jenkins. Number 11, Kinsey Buning. Number 14, Ellie Jones. Number 15 is Riley Getz. Number 21, Adrian Parker. Number 23, Bella Heckel. Number 32, Gabby Wisher. Number 33, Emma Hartwig. Number 44, Kamora Barsima. And number 12, a girl who was injured and got in at the end of the semifinal in a nice little show, was Sophie Mason. Administration for Mount Zion, the superintendent, Travis Roundcount, Julie Marquardt, the principal, Rob Prang, the athletic director, The Braves, 397 students in grades 7 and 8 out of Macon County in the red and white jerseys here this evening. For Mount Zion, it has been a heck of a year. 26 wins, 4 losses. Only losses on the season came to Paris Crestwood, a perennial IESA power. They lost to Normal Kingsley, who also won the 7th grade state championship just about a week ago. They have also had a couple of losses here. We believe one of them had to come to either Monticello or Warrensburg-Latham, as their schedule was not entirely filled out on the IESA website. This is the 8th trip to state here for Mount Zion. They took home 3rd place last season. They bring home 2nd this one. Maddie Austin receives her medal. A very nice tournament for Maddie Austin. This has been a fun team to watch. They came out hot out of the gates with some full court pressure that really shook up Granite City Coolidge. And of course, they were just a little too much in an overwhelming win over Muhammad Seymour, who ended up finishing 4th here tonight. Dunlap defeated Bolingbrook Jane Addams, who won the 3rd place contest here a little bit earlier this evening. As they get the last of the roster here wrapped up, Gabby Wisher gets her medal. Gabby Wisher had a great tournament, maybe a little bit of a frustrating tournament under her own standards. Battled a little bit of foul trouble, really stepped up in the semifinal, had a fantastic show to get her team in the state championship game here. As they wrap up the medal ceremony here, and they hand out some things to a couple of managers, it appears to be. That's what we're going to call them. And they'll get some statisticians and other helpers here, because everyone plays a part in these youth basketball programs across the state of Illinois. They get ready to award things out to Dunlap here today. Scott Dearman, the superintendent, Antonio Johnson, the principal, Jennifer Wilkie, the athletic director here. 362 students strong in the orange and blue jerseys out of Peoria County for Dunlap, and they have showed up in droves tonight here to support their state champions, the Dunlap Panthers. Nick Romolo grabs his medal. He is a very animated coach on the sidelines, very fun to watch. Jeff Shoemate, the consummate professional on the opposite side for Mount Zion. But it's been 2 great coaching staffs, 2 great teams here as they award some medals here. As they award the rosters here, let's go down the roster for you. Addie Kearns, number 0. Number 1 is Annie Stiegel. Kira Haywood is number 2. Addie Reed, number 3. Liliana Albaro, number 5. Ava Brooks is number 10. Michaela Montano, number 15. Bryn Rakina, number 22. Riley Hopwood, number 31. Michaela Buss, number 33. Harshita Ravapati, number 42. Tanisha Dupad, number 45. And Sarah Syed is number 55, as they are now awarding some medals here to the individual players. Riley Hopwood had a heck of a tournament, folks. She is not the star of this team, but boy, she played like it, especially in the 4th quarter of basketball games. 5 points in the 4th quarter of the quarterfinal, a big 3 here tonight to help extend that lead for Dunlap. She is a talent, able to knock back that step-back 3. Michaela Buss had a nice tournament as well, in kind of a ancillary backup role here off the bench as she gets her medal. And Kira Haywood, the big star of this tournament, the high scorer, a tremendous ball handler, able to get through that tremendous press of Mount Zion, and that really opened a lot of things up here for Dunlap tonight. They get through the rest of the roster here as they get a couple of last players some medals. They will hand out trophies here coming up in just a second. We'll show you that, and then we'll get things shut down here for the evening from Normal Parkside. Captains from Mount Zion will step forth. They got 3rd place last year. They'll take home 2nd this year in the state of Illinois. As the captains and the rest of the team come back, they'll hold that plaque up to the fans here. On a really successful season, maybe not the finish they wanted, but they'll look back on this one with some smiles over the next few years as Jenkins gives Austin a little bit of a hug and the pat on the back. And on the opposite side, the Dunlap Panthers are your Class 4A state champions for 8th grade here in 2023 as they celebrate in the lane. Well, folks, we have had a really fun week here at Normal Parkside Junior High School as we crown Dunlap the Class 4A state champions. They'll get photos and other opportunities here for the parents and fans and friends that have traveled here tonight to celebrate what is a very fun state championship contest. We are signing off from Central Illinois Sports. My name is Brian Shoemaker. We are so very happy, humbled, and honored that you have chosen to spend your hard-earned dollars and well-earned time with us here watching and supporting junior high basketball in the state of Illinois. We will see you back in February for the boys' state tournaments. We encourage you, if you're a new subscriber or a new friend here to Central Illinois Sports, we broadcast several boys and girls games across the West Central Illinois area all season long. Stick around with us. We think you'll like what we've got to offer. We're going to call it a night here from Normal Parkside. Have a great weekend. Say hi to your friends. Say hi to your family. Be good and call your mom. She probably misses you. We'll see you around. This has been a Central Illinois Sports production.